One of our members told us they can't remember the difference between the Bosphorus and the Dardanelles, so let's have a look at it. Let's look at this map. First, let's understand the basic geography. You've got the Black Sea to the north, you've got the Mediterranean Sea to the south, and in between you've got the Sea of Marmara. And there are two channels that connect the Mediterranean Sea to the Sea of Marmara, and then the Sea of Marmara to the Black Sea. And these are the channels we're talking about. The north one is built up, the south one is sparsely populated. Use that as a foundation in your mind when you're thinking about your image. Black Sea, Sea of Marmara, Mediterranean Sea. Northerly one is built up, southerly one is sparse. Let's look at that northern passage now between the Sea of Marmara and the Black Sea. That is the Bosphorus. The Bosphorus cuts the city of Istanbul in half. But to help remember that the Bosphorus is the northerly one of the two straits, we're going to hook things on the letter B. So B is for Bosphorus. That's what we want to remember. It goes through B for built up. Now the area that's built up used to be known as Byzantium, B for Byzantium, and it connects to B, the Black Sea. So B for Bosphorus goes through the B built up Byzantium and goes to B, the Black Sea. That should be fairly easy, right? Now let's look at the map and go to the sparsely occupied strait to the south. Sparse and south. There's an S thing going on there as well that might help you remember that sparse is to the south. And this is the Dardanelles featuring the Gallipoli Peninsula. In the First World War, this was famous for Allied landings. They wanted to control the route into the Sea of Marmara so they could then bombard the Ottoman capital at Constantinople, now known as Istanbul, previously known as B for Byzantium. Why did they go there? They went there because it was sparsely populated. So the sparse south was the Dardanelles, was Gallipoli. Just try and remember those on your mind. None of those words come into the equation with a B. So anything that's not keyed with a B is in the south to the Dardanelles. Another thing to remember about the Dardanelles is that in antiquity it was known as the Hellespont, and in Greek mythology Leander swam across the Hellespont to reach his lover Hero but died in the attempt. Now you might say that's because the Dardanelles is wider than the Bosphorus, as in Dardanelles being a longer word than Bosphorus is. That might be a way of remembering what body of water Lysander swam across, or at least failed to swim across. So to remember the difference between the Bosphorus and the Dardanelles, we've used a keying letter B, which really gives us one half of the equation, and if things don't fit into the other half of the equation, well, they're the Dardanelles. So B for Bosphorus. All of those facts all work together, but if you remember the map, that will help you as well. Black Sea to the north, Mediterranean Sea to the south, Sea of Marmara in the middle. Remember the built-up north and the sparse south. All of those things will help you remember the difference between the Bosphorus and the Dardanelles.